Hey, welcome back to Spring Cleaning Week. In our last video, we spent a bit of time talking about what areas to focus on when you're cleaning your AEG. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about how we can turn that cleaning into an inspection. If we're going to take the time to clean the gun, and if we're going to take all this time to disassemble things, we might as well be taking some time to look at the components inside of the gun. It's important to make sure that everything still looks like it's in good shape, and there's a couple of easy areas that we can look at to do that. All right, let me just get this gun apart for us. Okay, now one critical area that we need to make sure that we're looking at is the electronics. Obviously an AEG can't work if we can't get power to the motor, so start by checking the fuse. Make sure you've got a solid connection, that you don't have any corrosion. Have a look at the wires and make sure that they're not getting too dry or cracked or you're seeing exposed leads, anything like that. So if you look, we're actually having that kind of an issue here. Because of the sharp angle that it has to make to connect there, it started exposing some of this. So what we can do to make sure that isn't going to go any further is grab some electrical tape. This will give it a little bit of extra protection in that joint area. If you are actually concerned about the condition of your wire and you're having problems with your gun, definitely change it out. This is just something that I'm noticing now, so we're going to get ahead of it. Now that wasn't the only bit of wiring, right? We've got this wire that runs down to the motor. It is important to check every so often. If you're having electrical related problems, then be sure to check that area out. Now I want to talk a little bit more about the hop-up unit. Maintaining our hop-up can mean a couple of things. So what we're looking for in this particular case are indications that it's worn. So that's going to be anything from where the arm actually impedes on the top, if we've got an obvious deformation there. If you've got cracks, if it feels like it's dry, that's no good. In my particular case, I do condition them quite frequently. If it does seem like your hop-up's drying out a little bit, what you can do, and this is going to be a little controversial, is you take a little bit of oil and put it on the outside and just kind of work it around and just let it sit like that while you're cleaning your barrel or whatever else you're doing. And then when you're done, just wipe it all off, clean it off, and then put it back in the gun. That way it won't dry out on you, which is really important. One other thing you should be checking while you've got it is making sure that your barrel's still straight. They can deform for a number of reasons, so if you just take like a ruler or a flat edge, make sure that everything looks all right. Now going deeper into the hop-up unit, once you've cleaned everything out of this, make sure you've got no dust, debris, things like that, because that's going to work its way into the barrel and cause you more problems. Also just check over all the parts, make sure everything's actuating that it should be. Whenever you're putting a hop-up unit back together, always set it to the lowest setting before you try to put it back on. Now the final tip I wanted to give is in regards to your gearbox. This is the old gearbox that I took out of my gun for obvious reasons. One of the most common ways that these gearbox can crack are along these points here where it's very thin, and also at the corners where the impact kind of spiders its way out. So if you look, you can actually see that there's these little circles. That's so there isn't a harsh corner, so when the impact happens, it gets dissipated around the circle. So if your gearbox doesn't have these little radiuses in the corners, it could be a good idea to do that to help prevent this from happening in the future. And you can actually see all the things that they tried to do to improve the strength, like these extra thick areas around the corners. And this is way thicker on here than it is on here. So they are trying to combat it, but your mileage may vary, so keep that in mind. Now tomorrow we're going to be getting into gearboxes, so we can go from, instead of just maintaining it, to actually doing things to prevent problems from even happening in the first place. While it is nice to do all this other stuff, you're not going to know how your gun's actually been performing and how its health is until you take a look inside. If you learned anything today, then be sure to subscribe, as we've got lots more educational content coming out in the future. Thanks so much for watching. Class is dismissed.